Welcome to 30 and Nerdy. I am thankfully joined by my two esteemed colleagues,
Yes.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. You guys can choose which one is which.
I'm dumb.
I wanted to be dumb.
We're both dumb.
Sorry, I just read. I was reading my kids' Alice in Wonderland, and we got to the Tweedledee, Tweedledum part, so that's where that came from. It's like the Disney shortened versions of it's basically their version of 5 or 10 minute stories. So you just have
okay.
a whole entire a Peter Pan, and it's just literally 10 or 15 pages.
Oh, okay.
So it's not.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, don't you think it's a bit too young to be teaching your kids about somebody who trips on acid?
Yeah, nope, I won't be reading that. The next book I want to read to him when we actually, because now Rowan's
Wheel of Time.
Yeah, I would like to read.
Similarian is.
Yep.
probably
That is an excellent book if I want to put him to sleep.
yeah.
All right, we're going to start reading the genealogies of this fictitious made-up world. Buckle in, kids. It's going to be a long ride.
Frodo, Big
Daddy,
Ass
I'm
Frodo.
bored. Good.
Big Ass Frodo.
Go to sleep. Just let go.
Let it
But,
go.
I
My ass.
yeah.
Fuck my ass. Fuck my ass.
Is that the prelude to the Church of Brady?
Ass.
Is that when
Won't
people
you
are
fuck
supposed to come
my
walking down and sit in the pews?
2 dicks my ass never bothered me anyway.
Oh, you're frozen. I got you. I picked it up now. I was just having a hard time picturing the tune with the words until the very end.
It's one of my favorite YouTube videos of all time.
But what I've been playing and what I've been doing is I've been trying to, though I sucked it up last night because I have been trying to paint at least one model a night to try and get my army fully painted and done. I think I have 12 out of the 30 models that I wanted painted. Something like that, though I have more. And I figure if I'm on the kick, then just keep on going. Because when I do it, I usually listen to... Either I watch battle reports, or I watch Grey's Anatomy, or I listen to, the independent characters.
How can you paint while your eyes are full of tears from watching Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah, because I just listen to it. I have it. I may have it on my phone, but I just have headphones and I'm listening to it.
Oh, I see.
Because I need to pay attention to my crappy detail. But so that's what I've been doing. The cool thing is, and this is beside the point of what I've been doing, but the guys at Independent Character are doing a really cool thing with the wildfires in California. And I mean, some of the pictures they posted, because they live in somewhere in California, I can't remember which place, but that some of the towns, it looks just really creepy, because it'll be like the trees don't look like they've been touched at all, but the homes, it looks like somebody just blew and the foundation is all, but you have like this smoky outline of the house.
Ugh.
And that's it.
I can't.
And I mean, it's like a whole
imagine
town is just gone, and that's it. It just is like trees that either the leaves or if they're like the coniferous, I think is the word.
Conifers?
Whatever, the pine coney ones, which I think is that one.
Coniferous.
There we go. See, I was right. Yay, 7th grade science coming back to me, kind of. And where they may have gotten kind of flash fried where all the needles are gone, but the outline of the tree, basically like a Christmas tree that's been left out for too long.
Yeah.
But it is just crazy. So the cool thing is what they're doing is they're trying to get people to give just to the normal Red Cross, fund. But then the other thing is that they are spearheading with a really cool company, and I'm trying to think. Table War, I believe is the name, and they're just 2 guys kind of working out of their shed type of deal, and they do stuff like fat mats, which are like those 6x4 rollouts, or the 4x4s with the neoprene and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But they also have carrying cases, and I can't remember what they call it, but there's they came patent this thing where it's just a little square, and you put it as a backdrop for your character, so you can take pictures and stuff like that. And it just, they say even really piss poor lighting that it just makes it look amazing. Mm. So these guys sent tons of stuff to just this one gaming store, and they're basically handing out, because people lost just their whole entire collections. And Games Workshop as well, donated tons and tons of 2,000 point armies, just a lot of people. So it's just, I think it's really cool that, I mean, it's something dumb. It's a hobby, but it's something you invested a lot of time and effort into. And when you lose everything, just to have that one little thing that's like, hey, there's just something that I can distract myself with when I don't have a home because it's gone. I think it's just really cool.
Yeah, I'd be pretty heartbroken if my entire Magic
Yeah.
collection went up in smoke.
And so, yeah, I mean, and the cool thing is, like, people could put on a wish list with this, so they could be like, hey, I had this army, and here's what I was kind of looking for. And people can either buy specific pieces and send it to the guys at Independent War, who will then deliver it to the store and kind of hand it out. Or they can just send, like, I have this extra thing that I've never used, and just send it. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's just really cool. So if you want to, you can go to their, I think, independentcharacters.com or something like that, or they have a Facebook page, and you should be able to follow it. And they also have just regular links to giving just to the normal funds of everybody, not just to the gamers. Yeah.
Do the most good.
So that was really cool, and I thought that was pretty amazing. And that was in their last episode of 180. But the things I've been doing is I haven't really been playing a ton of games just because I've been painting, and because usually I'll come home from work, run the clock out on the kids, maybe paint, and then go to bed myself.
Yeah.
And that's if I, like, the painting is the secondary, because sometimes I just like, oh, the kids are in bed at 7, I'm in bed at 7. Let's do it.
I miss 7.
But I did find, and I know this is going to be a shock and a surprise to you guys, but I found a mobile game that I actually really like.
Oh my god!
It is Star Trek Starfleet Command, I believe. Yep, Star Trek Fleet Command. And it is basically, I know neither of you have played EVE, or maybe you have, AJ, but it's basically kind of like EVE Light. Because, I mean, it's not as intensive, but it has a lot of the same stuff, like you need to learn this thing and these 7 other things to do this one thing here, and it'll take like 7. I just did one upgrade that took 7 hours.
Yeah.
And so, but I mean, you can do stuff like they give you, here's a boost for an hour, here's a this for that. And I mean, there is also pay to win type stuff. I mean, just as you can buy tokens to then try and get certain things, but you can still also earn all those things just doing what I'm doing, which is just farting around doing nothing.
Is EVE that one game where it has like the most expensive online battle ever?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I
Like
watched
hundreds
clips
of
from that, and it's like, I don't know what's happening, but it's awesome.
It is super awesome. It's a really fun game to play. I just wish I had the time and
It's so in depth. Like,
yeah.
I've read so many articles on how to get started. I'm like, I'll just
watch
read the
somebody else.
occasional Kotaku article about how cool stuff is and be content.
Yeah, because I mean, it's really fun, but it is in depth. I mean, the learning curve is just ridiculous. But the cool thing is that you can. It's
Vertical.
all player generated, as far as like the economy and the what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
Even the world, like
Content?
the territories,
well, the content
and stuff.
But I mean, like, there's galactic empires that are taken down by somebody who defects to a different one, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden their defenses are down, and the other people swarm in and just demolish everything and take it
Yeah,
over.
that's how one started. Like, somebody forgot to like do literal paperwork, and then they left like a little area of their defenses open, and then I think it was like goon mob,
Goon Squad or
goon
something.
squad. Yeah, they came in and
But yeah,
And
so
it-
Starfleet Command, whatever, Star Trek Fleet Command, whatever it is. I enjoy that. That's what I've been playing. And then,
I'll look it up.
and I think it's on both. I know it's on iPhone, but I'm assuming it's on Android as well. And then the other thing that I've been doing is I just found out, I watched some YouTube channels, and it's by Nerd Slayer, where he does like he has different stuff.
Nerd Slayer.
He has some different stuff where it's like Death of a Game. And so I saw Warhammer Online, which I played with Brian, who I accidentally called today. Didn't pick up, but I'm not sure if he has the same number or not. But that's beside the point. And so I was watching the Warhammer Online because I remembered I played it and I loved it. And I thought it was really cool. It had a lot of different concepts that I wish that World of Warcraft would have had, because I played WoW and then bought Warhammer Online just as some kind of palate cleanser. Just as something to, I played WoW for 8 hours. I don't want to go to bed, but I don't want to play WoW anymore.
Yeah.
I'll play Warhammer Online for 4 hours. There we go. That's my day. But
I remember when those were my days. I kind of miss it now.
I do miss that.
I even had moments like that in game, like Halo 2. It's like, I played enough competitive. I'm gonna go play some SWAT for another 6 hours. Cool down.
Yeah. Get off this hot run.
Yeah. Of a losing streak, most likely.
But I found a Warhammer online community, which has about anywhere from 5 to 1,500 people on it at a time. So it's kind of fun. I know that Warhammer Online is more PvP oriented, but I still enjoyed a lot of the PvE content and just the world. And I love anything to do with Warhammer, either fantasy, Age of Sigmar, or 40K.
I remember trying to play it, and I just didn't. It wasn't for me.
It was a crappy WoW clone in a lot of ways, but in some ways, there's a lot of cool stuff. Like that bodies actually took up a physical presence in the world, so that way you could kind of create your little line and just kind of push forward. And if you had choke points, and I thought that was really cool because WoW, you just ran through everybody and it was bodies meant nothing. It's just woo, we're just all crazy, which is fine. I mean, I love World of Warcraft. Everybody knows that if you listen to the show for 5 minutes. But but the other cool thing was the group quests or group. It wasn't group quest, but group. Whatever. There's like a certain area PvE content where it'd be like kill 10 of this, and it was just whoever got into that area, you could kill 10, and that'd be like step 1. Then step 2 is to kill these 5 harder things or 25 of these harder things. Then 6 of this, and then finally like tier 4, 5, 6, 7, somewhere up higher was like the final boss. And then depending on how much work you did, you would get a better reward at the end. But everybody got it for participating. And then the cool thing was, even as a really low level, you could still kind of get in there and do stuff because you could still damage them. It wasn't exactly like World of Warcraft where it was like, oh, this person's 13 levels higher than you, so you hit them for nothing because they just dodged everything. So you're still doing minor damage, so you get some kind of reward for it. So I thought that was cool.
Whatever you're fighting has a base level, and it's just if you're higher, you do more, and if you're lower, you do.
I think kind of.
Nice.
Yeah. So I always just enjoyed those kind of, a few of those game mechanics that...
I can tell you why this game went under, though.
Why is that?
Goddamn millennials giving everybody participation trophies. You did something? Gotta give them a trophy. Back in my day, we had to pull ourselves up from the bootstraps.
You had to run Stratfilm for 6 hours.
Back in my day in Halo 2, if you lost, you'd lose levels. It's not like today where you just never lose a level. There's no penalty for losing, except being a fucking idiot.
Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. Basically nothing. Painting Warhammer figurines and playing on a mobile phone.
Rad.
Sick.
So, me, I haven't been playing anything either. I just went back to work, so getting back into the groove of the whole work thing and being a worker again instead of stay-at-home dad. So we have people lined up to watch our kid now and everything else. So we went through a full week of hell and came out the other side pretty much all right. So
good. I was worried about you there for a while.
I was worried about me. It was dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Been taking my meds, trying to stay happy. Started reading Christine by Stephen King. It's one of the few oldies I haven't read of his. And not even 3 pages in, he's already dropping N-bomb. So, like, oh, good old Steve King.
Got dust on his nose back then.
Yeah, he did. There's a lot of it.
Smoking Pall Malls.
Oh, what if the end of it, all the kids fuck?
I do have to wonder, because isn't his wife one of his editors? Or am I thinking of Robert Jordan? I'm thinking Robert Jordan.
Robert Jordan married his editor. That's why books 7, 8, 9 get really, really long-winded, because that's around the time he got married. Or at least that's KJ's think-o-meter. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's Robert Jordan being Robert Jordan in his verbose, loquacious. I think loquacious is the proper word. I'm going to look it up and find out.
I have no idea. Let's say it is.
Let's say it is so you don't have to look
I'm looking it up.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, you guys can talk while I look up this word.
Sup?
Sup?
You know.
Well, technically, it's tending to talk a great deal, but I guess we could. I mean, technically, you could put that into written form
What?
because the word loquacious means tending to talk a great deal, talkative.
I'm usually loquacious on this podcast today.
I try to be. I get
Not so
loquacious when I have alcohol.
Are we-
Hey, is that
That's
suggestion? Alcohol, David.
Dude, if
Where's
you
my
had some
alcohol?
Booze, I'd totally get booze.
I have no alcohol.
Lame.
You have no booze?
Make some
Just
toilet
when she
wine.
left, did you say boil some wine?
Toilet wine.
Oh, so Brady, what have you been doing?
Oh, you know, banging chicks and doing heroin and
Nice.
Do
stealing
it.
cars,
Get it, Brady.
punching cops in the dick.
Ooh.
You know, just normal dude shit.
Yeah.
Playing Battlefield 5 every night after work.
Yeah.
Eating corn dogs.
Ooh, yeah.
Ketchup. I got some enchilada.
Like my son asked for corn dogs today, but he doesn't call them corn dogs. He calls them hot dogs with corn.
Yeah.
And after a while, I was like, "Do you mean corn dogs?" He's like, "Yeah, hot dogs with corn."
He's
Duh.
probably thinking, you idiot.
It's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we could have those." You can't go wrong with corn dogs.
No, they're freaking
It's a
amazing.
staple of American diet.
Yeah.
Should
Well,
be
at
at
least
least.
Iowa diet.
But yeah, Battlefield 5, I mean, I'm slogging my way through. I'm trying to get a mastery on a certain weapon, which makes everything gold plated and
Shiny.
and pretty. And it's such a boring grind. It's like kill 20 enemies in one round while defending an objective. And it took me like 5 games in a row last night to get it. And then now I have to get 10 headshots in one life while
In one life,
while protecting.
that is ridiculous. Is this a sniper rifle at least?
No, it's a single shot semi-auto.
Oh my goodness,
The
that's awful. Especially, I mean,
Turner SMLE. It's my favorite gun in the game, though.
I kind of actually want to pick that up because they're unprecedentedly having it for like $29.99, which
Yeah.
tells me just how bad it has to be that they're
Yeah.
lowering it this early.
If it's that cheap, I would say get it, but don't pay $60 for it. Yeah, it's fun with people.
'Cause it's funny. That's the first time I've ever seen like a Call of Duty Black Ops is like 39 and
Yeah.
Battlefield 5 is $29. I mean, I know they sometimes will have like the Black Friday, like, whoa, $49, but
Yeah.
that's unheard of that Black Ops, any Call of Duty game, has ever been on sale. Because I still can probably go into a GameStop and be like, oh, I would like Modern Warfare 1. Oh, that'll be $49. Oh,
Probably.
awesome. That's a steal.
Ugh,
Sorry, I interrupted.
that's all right. But other than Battlefield, I've been playing Halo more often now.
My Halo.
Because they
Halo,
updated
Halo.
Master Chief Collection where you can select what games you want for matchmaking and then specifically what match types. So I'll just do Halo 2 and Halo 2 Remastered with Sniper, SWAT, and Slayer.
That's kind of cool.
And it might take a lot longer, but you're guaranteed to only get
Those games.
those games
and game
and
styles.
types.
That's neat.
And it's so fun to be back. Like when they load up Halo 2, it's like for a split second there's like an old like connecting servers screen from the 2004 version. I'm like, oh, I miss it. I wish they had the old menus because everything about that game makes me sad with nostalgia.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's hard as fuck. Like the normal Slayer, like it takes like 19 headshots to kill somebody. And playing Halo 3, it's so much easier. You just
Plink.
hold RT with a assault rifle and then melee them. Then you get like 90 kills.
Mm-hmm.
But Halo 2, it's like games used to be so much more skill based than they are now. Fast paced. As long as you can get a shot off first, you'll win. It's like back then you had to be slow and methodical. And that guy got a shot off on me. There's probably a teammate on him because there's only 4 people, so they're gonna be bunched up tight.
Yep.
It's nice feeling. to know it. Like, oh, how'd that guy killed me? Oh, he's probably better than me. Instead of some dumb cheap way. Like, oh, in Destiny 2.
Wall
Oh,
hacks.
he had a shotgun. Yeah.
Wall hacks.
No super jumps though. That's the worst part. But you can BXR and quad shot, reverse shot, all that fun stuff. Button combos.
Ah.
So yeah, Halo. That's about it. Watching YouTube, Naked Jakey.
Naked Jakey.
Halo lore.
I've been kind of wanting to watch some. Sorry, AJ.
Watch
I didn't mean to. take that
Everybody
over.
look up Naked Jakey. He's so fucking hilarious.
I really have this hankering for like urban exploration, but I want it to be horror. But I know that's not a
Dan
YouTube.
Bell.
But is it like kind of horror-ish?
Yeah.
Some of it is. I watched one where this guy was running around the subways,
Mm-hmm.
New York. I can't watch it. It's too stressful. I'm like,
Well, see, the thing I
he's
don't-
gonna get caught. I can't watch.
I don't mind like getting caught, but I hate when it's like this place. I see some bloody stuff on the floor. Because I remember watching one where he went into this abandoned house or something, and he went into the back of it, or this abandoned place, and it was like all overgrown vegetation, and so we went in through the back, and then he was like, "Oh, there's demonic symbols written on the wall and stuff like that," and then it looked like there was blood on the floor with some, like a knife or something like that. He's like, "There could be a murderer in here." It's like, maybe, but probably somebody cut themselves with a knife and left the knife. I just don't like that. I don't like the fake, like,
I know some of Dan Bell's are staged.
Yeah, like the one where he finds the drugs.
Yeah, and he has to hide in that closet.
Yeah.
That one was staged, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because that one scared them.
But
Shit
for
out of
years
me.
he didn't let it know it was staged, and it was frightening.
It was horrifying.
If you're really wanting to get into Urbex channels, I watch a shit ton of them. My favorite's probably the Proper People.
Yes, they're the ones. They go into like.
Well, they have 3 channels. They have Proper People 2, and then
probably people eaters.
no,
There you go. Trademark 30 Nerdy. Pay me for it. Proper people.
It was a one-horned, one-eyed, something purple people eater.
Proper Purple People Eater.
Yeah,
But they have a channel, or at least it's a group of videos that's about exploring places that you're not supposed to at all. Like they explore a shut down atomic
Military site.
Nuclear power plant.
Oh,
nuke plant.
That
Yeah.
one was my favorite. That's what kicked me off this year when I was unemployed. I'm gonna watch every single nuclear power plant video on YouTube because they explored one. I'm like, I want to know how they work. And
And then it's
19
just like-
hours of video later, I'm like, I think I got it.
the world is flat.
So the rods just get heated, then they put the heat into the water, and the water creates steam. And
I
the
love
steam
watching the
turns
test
turbines.
firings when that blue glow comes off of the reactors. It's super cool. That's what happens when
Now, isn't the
electrons
water, like,
travel
cool?
faster than light, but it's going through water, so it can't travel that fast, and then it creates blue radiation.
Now, isn't the water, like, is the water not superheated, if I remember correctly?
It's since there's so much, the volume is so large, it just kind of recycles
Froths and
itself.
foams.
Because I
I thought that was really cool
It
that
doesn't
it's-
do anything.
Yeah, that it's like, I mean, it's doing stuff, but it's not, you would think it's
Pretty
just
much
like
the convection currents are what's keeping it from overheating,
which I just think is really cool.
and it also keeps you from getting extreme cancer.
Just
Yeah.
cancer, not extreme cancer.
Yeah, extreme cancer is like chases you down with a knife.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh no, he licked the blade.
I did forget one thing, because in between our
Got you
shows.
cancer for Christmas.
Yeah. I got more boxes over there for you.
Dude, if you got us to smoke, I'd be so happy.
Yeah. One of my friends got
Last
married.
week I almost went and smoked.
AJ.
Yeah, it was bad.
Ugh.
You know what they say, David. Smoker
never
always smokes when his chips are down, and
Your
then
chips are down.
Sonny boy.
I could go for a Camel Turkish Golds right now. I've always
Kids
wanted
don't
to
smoke.
try European cigarettes and stuff. Because the shit we got here, it's just all RJ Reynolds.
Yeah,
Or whatever the other one is.
Marlboro.
Marlboro. Yeah, Philip Morris.
Yeah.
No, I can't remember where I was going with this.
RJ Reynolds, is that right? Or is that
Yeah,
somebody?
RJ
No,
Reynolds.
it's RJ Reynolds.
Okay.
That's Camel and 17 other brands, and then
Oh,
Philip
yeah.
Morris is the other 17 brands. All right. Before smoking, where were we?
I didn't.
Trying to
smoke.
back it up. You were trying to smoke. There we go. Friend of mine got married. And so I was, he wanted me to come out with him and his bridal party, or his groomsmen, I'm trying to think, it's over by Blue Moon Brewery, the piano bar. There's some kind of barcade. I just can't think of what it's called. But it's over in West Glen Town Center somewhere. It's some barcade. And I felt really out of place. Like, besides our party where his three soon-to-be brother-in-laws were, I think, my age or a little bit older.
Yeah.
And most everybody was either my age or just a little bit younger than me. So 34, for anybody who's wondering. And then we're in this bar, and I just feel really weird because, like, I'm walking around because I didn't want to, pay for a Game Pass that was $20 or something because they didn't have any, like, oh, here's like a $5,
Yeah.
just a few chintzy
Or
things you have to buy.
coin-ops.
It's like everything is done on like a little credit card. So it's dumb. So I just was walking around kind of watching everybody else play, like, Mario Kart or Walking Dead or whatever,
Yeah.
And then there's other people there who are a lot younger than me because, you always, and as you get older, Brady, you'll find this out because you're still mid-20s.
25.
25. So they're probably right around your age to maybe a little bit younger than you. There are a few people who are old,
Snot-nosed brats. That's what they are.
but it just was really weird because you're walking around like, hey, and then you're, trying to like not bump into people or whatever. And then you go, oh, they're probably close to my age. And like, no, they're probably about 15 years younger than me,
Yeah.
which is really depressing because you're like, man, I feel really dirty for being in here and not even here to pick up any of these people. Just
The
feel-
worst part
just
is
feel
like,
bad. I feel dirty.
I don't know. I used to get that feeling whenever I used to go to ICP shows because I would be like, 22, 23 years
Yeah.
old. And it's like, God, there's lots of hot women here. And then it's like, are they even of age? I don't even know. I'm just not looking at any women anymore.
And that's what I could tell there. It's really funny to see because there's like two drunk girls who were like
Yeah.
right next to our table, and you could just tell that they were like super wasted just by their, just bodily unreactions to things, like trying to take a selfie with each other and like dropping everything that they were trying to do. And I was
Oh
like,
my
man,
God.
it's like, man, I'm so glad I never got into this phase of life.
I dropped an anvil on a bird.
And then we went to the Des Moines breakout room, which is down by the, I think it's Urbandale Hy-Vee.
Down by the sea.
It's what's that one hobby store?
Hobby Lobby?
No, it's one of the the Des Moines one. that has-
Romantics.
Yes, that's the hobby store. It's down by the theater that
Mayhem?
someone who may not be named used to work at. Your ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
Voldemort.
Yeah. It's his ex-wife Voldemort.
There's a hobby shop downtown?
It's not downtown. That's like, it's urban. I can't remember what it is, but you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The hobby store. I just can't think of what it's called. Either way, it's in that section of town. Like, it's in that little strip.
Yeah, it's called the Hobby Haven.
Hobby Haven. There we go. But it's further. It's closer to like the Hy-Vee. But anyway, so you have a room and you're supposed to you try and get clues to figure how to get out of the room. My room, because our group was too big, so we had one that was
Oh, you didn't do it at CMP Tactical?
No.
Oh, weird.
No, this is some new place, I think, or maybe it's like a year old or something like that. So it's not very old.
Okay.
And so ours was island escape because the island was going to blow up from a volcano. The other place was the other room that the other guys went to was hostage rescue, where they were the hostages, so they were blindfolded and handcuffed, and they had to try and figure their way out of the room. My one, because our group got a little bit ahead of ourselves because we figured out one of the puzzles before we were supposed to, so we opened up a door that we weren't supposed to for a long time. And my one contributing thing was that I opened up one lock by putting in code that somebody else figured out. And I was looking through, like, because they just had these palm trees that were kind of wired to the wall.
Yeah.
And inside one of the trees was a bottle with a key in it. So that was my one thing, that I found a bottle in the tree. Felt really dumb otherwise. I was like, man, we'd be dead if this was up to me right now. We wouldn't be getting off this island.
30 and Nerdy wouldn't be getting out of there.
Makes you feel really dumb. Because, I mean, there's a person who, because you have one employee per room, and so they're watching everything that you do. And the really annoying thing is, because I noticed when we got into the room that there was kind of lighter patches on the wall and, like, all over.
Yeah.
And they were actually star constellations, and they had to do with a puzzle. But I was like, I'm not going to say anything because I don't know. I just didn't. I was like, meh. And then somebody else was like, oh, there's these things on the wall. I was like, dang it, I could have had one more point to my name to not feel so useless.
Were you just standing there like, yep, that's good, yep.
Yeah, I was basically like,
Just pointing, saying,
I
yeah.
basically was just reading the text and standing there like, man, I feel stupid.
I wish we could have recorded your inner monologue with
Yeah.
yourself. I wish I was.
Why are you so stupid?
What
How did your mother not drop you into a lake a long time ago?
Just tomahawking.
That's all you're good for.
Have you ever wondered what happens if you get like put into one of those rooms and then you have to shit? Do they
You're allowed to leave. The door is never locked. It's just that, so if like they don't want you to have your phones out, you can't be looking stuff up or taking pictures. But you're allowed to leave the room at any time. Like if you have to go to the bathroom or need to make a phone call or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So
Takes the urgency out of it. It's like, we got to figure this out soon. Or I'm gonna shit.
gonna have diarrhea in like 5 minutes. Figure it out. Let's go. Star constellations. Woo. Look, there's a tree. It's got a key.
but the cool thing is you could also ask
You,
for...
what's the code? 4587. Aha!
What was that?
I mean, that's basically kind of what it is. There's just tons of...
I like it.
Like in the one of the corner of the room, they had a thing where you had to place... when you found the first object, you put it on the map, and then it unlocked a drawer, which then led to, of course, more things, and then unlocking. And it was basically like tons of numbered combination locks, and then just key locks and stuff like that.
Huh.
It's just kind of cool. And there was also some that had like letters.
So it's stuff we've been training for years in video games.
Yes, but you'll find out
I'm
that
horrible at those in video games.
yeah. So it was bad. I mean, it was fun, but I sucked at it.
Did you guys escape?
Yes, we did with like 2 minutes to spare, something like that.
Dang.
The other group did not. Of course, I feel really dumb because there's some groups who are like, yeah, we did it in half an hour. I mean, because you have 1 hour to get out of the room.
Oh,
I was like, man, at least I don't feel so bad now.
Yeah. At least you're alive.
Yeah,
That's all it
we
counts.
made it off the island. Woo!
don't forget that for every team, it's like, yeah, we did in half an hour. 10 teams that didn't do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the
They're
other,
dead
our other
now.
team didn't, but they also... the thing that we should have done is, because you can ask for clues, you can be like, hey, John Boy, we need a clue. Or whatever, whoever the game master is. So you're allowed to ask for as many clues as you want. And so we should have asked for more clues, but I think we were on average or a little bit less than average for our clue. But the funny thing was, first half an hour, we didn't ask for any clues. And then there's like maybe 2 clues in the next 15 minutes. And then like the last 5 minutes, we're like, clue, clue, clue. Because we just were at the very end and we're like, we just need one thing to get this, to where we could unlock and do everything. But it was pretty fun. Not sure if I'd do it again just because I felt super useless, but
Yeah.
depends.
You should try next time with like a no talking challenge. That'd be fun.
It would be. We wouldn't get out.
You'd have to use pantomime. The power of friendship would save us.
The power of 3!
But I think that's all I got for this afternoon delight,
Yeah.
which we hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas since this is dropping the Friday after,
Yep.
not Thursday, because apparently I got all my days mixed
Good
up and
job.
decided wanted to get it out early.
Yeah, I text Dave and I go, "Hey, your afternoon delight dropped early." And he goes, I sometimes get the mountain time screwed up, so
Well, no, because
And I was
I
like-
thought they were talking like that it dropped at 11, not noon. Because
it
sometimes
did
when
drop at 11.
because sometimes when I put it in there, I'm not sure if it always pulls from our Central Standard Time or if it pulls from like Eastern Standard Time. Because there's times if I don't get it edited before the day of,
Uh-huh.
then sometimes it'll be I'll be like, okay, I want this at 9, and then all of a sudden it drops at 8. So sometimes, and so that's what I thought you were talking about, and then you're like, but David, it's Thursday. I was like, oh, well, I can't do anything about that. It's already done.
Yep, I was sitting there in my cubicle like, what the fuck? It's Thursday. This isn't supposed to come out yet.
Well, because I got home early, or I got off work at 2, and then all my family wanted to take a nap, so I was like, well, I'll just go down and record, and then I edited, and then I chucked it up that night. And I just apparently thought that was Friday.
It's all right.
It wasn't. It was Thursday.
Oh well.
But this will be dropping shortly after Christmas episode, so we hope you have had a wonderful Christmas, and we are hoping that you have a wonderful New Year.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will be in bed on New Year's Eve because I find it to be a dumb holiday.
I'll probably be at work.
I have to work.
I will be probably going to work the next day. So I think that's a Tuesday again.
Yeah, I have the New Year's Day night off,
That's kind of nice, but
but I'd rather get hammered and wasted into the new year.
I don't. It's you watch the ball drop, sure. Woo! I stayed up till midnight. Now
I have
I'm
a
going-
giant fucking Dillard sale I have to deal with on. So, you guys enjoy your holiday.
I will be sleeping.
I'll be picking up trash.
Well, think of me when you're sleeping.
I definitely will try not to. I don't want things to get weird in Dreamland, AJ. All right, well, this has been 30 and Nerdy. My name is David,
Brady.
AJ.
and you guys have a wonderful night.